he's like, yeah, this one guy told us to come take him out. I think his last name was like Nicodemus. He was the fucking worst. I almost kicked the teeth in or whatever. I was like, hold on. Well, excuse me, Chipper Nicodemus? He goes, yeah, you know him?
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or for the very first time.
Well, for not the first time. We're back talking about baseball. But with this time, Cern, our foots are squarely in our mouths, though.
They are.
I think
you are right. We were wrong.
We were bested. I think you could probably chop up about 7 minutes of audio in the last month of us going, game's not going to happen. Baseball's not going to happen this year. Yet.
It's over. They're just, we're sharing memes to each other with the, like, you know, everyone's cutting the cake and the one guy is like not holding the knife. And I was like, MLB, you know, he's not holding the knife and everyone else is cutting the cake and restarting their seasons.
Have you been liking the coffin memes with the music with those guys?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why it's morbid, but I can't get enough of that.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Like the girl is riding the scooter and she like does the wibble wobble and falls in front of the car and it's like I'm like, oh
no. We'll post one on the Chip and Cern Show Instagram if you like. You could follow us there. First of all, we just had one shout out this week. Shout out to TikTok and the K-pop for for fucking with Trump.
Yeah, reserving those tickets.
I also heard that because they collected the data and there wasn't a box for like, are you 18 or over? There actually could be fined for collecting all this personal information of minors.
Oh no! Yeah, that'd be great.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they got some fucking crazy? Not like they're gonna pay it.
No, he'll just say it's fake news.
Yeah. So we just wanted to shout them out and give them a Chip and Cern solid bro fist, I guess.
Bro fist bump.
Fist bump. So the MLB is thrilled to announce the 2020 season. So the shit missioner, Rob Manfred, said that with the spring training, players are to report for spring training by July 1st, and then there's a proposed 60-game season that begins on July 23rd.
So like 10 games, you're going to play 10 games between your division rivals and then like 10 games with your AL partners, I believe.
Oh, right.
Like your AL West, I believe, or NL West or whatever.
They're splitting it up with the Arizona, Florida.
No, I think it's like, so I don't know what it is. So I think it's like 10 games each team in your division, in your like, so the Giants play the Rockies, the Padres, and the Dodgers 10 games. And then the other, half the season would be within like the AL West, the Rangers.
But everybody at your own stadium.
Yeah, it's like home games or whatever.
Okay, cool. Well,
so
I didn't know.
Like 5 and 5. Now, I think they're doing something. Are they doing that weird
what were you
person starts on second base or some shit?
Okay, Cerny. That wasn't a planned segue, but that was a beautiful one.
Yes.
Kudos to you, sir. How about this FAQ? All you need to know about the 2020 baseball season. How does that sound? Let's dive right in.
Sounds good. Now Cern is drinking Strike Brewing Co. Summertime Hazy.
Oh, it's a double hazy. As Cern flashed me his label.
I did.
His thick,
good thing I'm drinking
label.
One. Good thing I'm drinking one.
Yeah. What's the? What did you say the ABV is?
It is an 8. Nope. Yes, it's an 8 ABV. Oh boy.
Mercy me. Strap in. So we have a 60-game season. To limit travel distances, teams would play majority of games against their division opponent, 40 or 10 against each division opponent. That's just what Cerny said. What is the postseason format? The same it has been since 2012. 5 playoff teams from each league, the 3 division winners, 2 wild cards, and then the winner of the wild card game in the AL and NL advancing to the best of 5. So it sounds to me like there's no changes to the playoffs.
It doesn't sound like that either. So actually, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because I mean, 60 games feels like a substantial enough, bit of time, and I think this will be really interesting when the next like player negotiation, like contract shit comes around. They're like, hey, we only want to play 142 games because we want to play for 43 or something. Like pitchers can save, there will be less injuries. So anyway. All right. Will there be, this was kind of a thing that was floating around Twitter, will there be a designated hitter used in both leagues? Cerny, what say you?
There will be. I think there will be.
There will be through 2020 and 2021, so including next year. Sorry, I'm reading ahead and not telling everybody what I'm reading. The universal DH was part of the proposal that the players rejected. So there is the universal DH only in 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
what do you think about that?
What's the reasoning behind it?
I think they're trying to get more excitement in the NL.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, I argue there's nothing more exciting than when a pitcher goes yard.
Oh, here we go. Here's the official, this is from MLB.com response. With an abbreviated quote-unquote second spring training, an effort is being made not to overtax pitchers by having them hit.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not buying it.
You're a professional athlete, but taking fucking 6 hacks a game is overtaxing you?
Squaring around the bunt every third AB is good stuff for you. Get out of here with that shit.
Delaying the game for 5 minutes while some bat boy runs your fucking jacket out is taxing your body. Don't give me that bullshit.
I forgot about the jacket.
Yeah. Time? Oh, we got my pitcher out there. I got to run my fucking jacket out to him. They run like fucking ostriches, too, because they don't know. It's like, a baby lamb. They're out there on first, like with the 2 foot lead.
Newborn.
Yeah. Shaking like a dog, shitting some peach pits out, like, oh, is he going to pick me off? Okay. So we're saying that overtaxing line is a bit of BS.
You know what they should have done? Put it in the contract. John Boy Media needs to be announcing for.
That would be.
I would watch that.
I would pay to have him do like a Saturday game of the week that he live streams over it. Can you do that on Twitch? That's what he should do. I would pay money for that.
I would pay money to watch that too. That would be something I would want to see.
I would do like $5 a month, get like 4 games.
We should push the idea. We'll send him an email.
What's our cut though? Probably like what, 55? Because you and me got to split it, so it's all not coming out even. He's still making more money than you and me, right?
That's absolutely.
The way I see it, me and CERN, we got the burden because we got to split the 55.
He can be the heavy, and then we'll sit on the sides of him, and we can be the what do they call
color.
it? Like
we'll just pepper it in.
The color guys, yeah.
We'll just pepper it in. Do you think he'd go
except
for it?
when we had to do a Yankee game, he started talking some Yankee shit. We'll be totally contradictory.
Oh yeah.
Aaron Judge is completely swinging and missing right here. I'm telling you right now. This is over. This is over.
Cerny, is this our demo tape we're gonna send to him? That would be fucking hilarious.
I would cut out the Yankee hate because he's a Yankee fan.
Is he a big Yankees guy?
Yeah, I think he has like a talking baseball, like Yankee.
Oh, just a Yankee specific podcast too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I started talking shit about Judge, he'd probably punch me in the face.
He's working hard, dude. He's fucking hustling. He's got a couple podcasts, right? And all that shit that he does on it, like he's a hustler.
Yeah.
Good for him, man. Okay, cool. So the DH is going to be factored for both leagues. Where will the camps take place? Most clubs are expected to conduct training at the ballparks in their home cities, not their spring training facilities.
Okay.
So the Giants will be practicing at Oracle Park.
Hopefully the Phillies. I mean, they got an issue.
Oh, yeah. Cerny, what do you think? Will there be a trade deadline? Ooh.
I think you need one still. I think you need one still.
I hadn't even thought about this.
So
So yes,
so the trade deadline is halfway.
there
through the
will
season.
be a trade deadline. Instead of July 31st, obviously, like, imagine you play like 2 games for a team and they're like, yeah, we're fucking trading you. It's going to be August 31st.
Okay, I was gonna say you have to be like halfway through the season, like because usually the trade deadline is roughly halfway through the regular
Yeah.
season, so you can try to pick it halfway through.
So
this
like a month.
previous season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Players must be on the club's rosters by September 15th in order to be eligible for postseason play. What will the rosters look like? Well, full of men in uniforms, I'm sure. But to help ease players into competition, each club will have a 30-man roster for the first 2 weeks, 28 for the next 2, and 26 for the remaining season. The teams will submit lists of 60 players eligible to play in 2020, the 40-man roster plus a taxi squad of 20
Taxi squad.
players. I've never heard of taxi squad.
Neither have I.
They put it in quotations, so
Some jargon we're not used to.
yeah, should I look it up? It sounds like it might be derogatory. Could you
I'm
imagine?
wondering. Oh God.
What is a taxi squad in baseball? People are asking. Chip and Cern provide the answers live because we have a lack of show prep.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Come on.
Oh.
Oh, it's a practice squad. The practice squad.
Oh. It's like okay. Shit.
Yeah, okay, so it's like you're kind of like spring training. It's sort of like an extended spring training,
All
essentially.
that build up, and it was like.
Yeah, thought it was going to be. I thought we had some sort of racial slur on our hands here. Will there?
We were gonna break it.
We're breaking. We're the new John Boy 2.0 because we break this fucking crazy scandal. We get letters from the Astros organization like, "Thank you guys for pointing
Letting
the
us off the
sniper."
hook.
Yeah, taking us out of the crosshairs. Will there be any in-game rule changes? I'm so glad you asked, Cern. With a tight schedule and a desire to limit on-field time, the minor league rule for extra innings will be in effect.
Oh.
That means every half inning after the 9th will begin with a runner on second base. Sound like fucking Little League. The designated runner would be the player who made the final out in the prior half inning or a pinch runner for that player. And the player would not be charged with an earned run if that runner scores. It would be scored as the runner had reached on an error. So this is only taking place for 2020. And extra innings in the postseason will not begin with the runner on second.
Okay, good.
What do you
The
think about that
postseason-
rule in general? Postseason, you just got to keep it as it is. I mean, people playing in
Yeah.
November is not like the end of the world, right? Unless it's fucking the Mets, which it ain't going to be.
Okay, so for a regular season, I actually kind of agree with that because it's like nothing. I love baseball, but nothing's worse than like a fucking 14 inning, like 1-1 game. You're like, fuck, I want to go home.
Yeah, and then you're just watching the fans leave in droves, and that's food, that's merch, that's a bunch of money they're losing out in at the parks, right?
Yeah.
But if they know it's going to be some accelerated extra innings thing, I would fucking stick around because that shit
Yeah.
is going to be. I'm sure some crazy nerd dude just fucking cracked the numbers and was like, it will be an average of 2.7 innings over the next 5 to 10 years if we deploy this and blah blah blah. And
the average WAR of each batter will be,
the average WAR. So yeah, I actually think they should do that. Maybe not in the postseason.
not in the postseason because the postseason, there's a little more, because it's.
Ooh, what if you had that rule through the All-Star break, and then after the All-Star break, it was regular or something
Actually,
like that?
I like that.
That could be interesting. Or alternate months or some shit. Or you have that be in the, or you do vice versa. You do the first half of the season normal, then from All-Star break to the playoffs, you do the runner on second to like fucking build the excitement up. Could you imagine being in like a playoff game or not a playoff? I guess a really crucial late September game and
you
run
got
on
to
second.
get win everything.
Holy, Bochy would be changing pitchers every other pitch, dude. He'd be.
That would really give you an idea of if you need bullpen or not.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. Yeah, the teams with the
Bullpen trade.
the teams with the weak ass bullpen would go fucking shopping. They're like, oh, we need some arms quick.
Big guy in a second, he was shaking in his boots out there, walking motherfucker. So we had
Fucking Roma would have a pink slip on his locker so quick. Strickland, he's out of a job. They're like, hey, bro, don't even bother showing up. Go fuck yourself.
Go fight Bryce Harper in the parking lot. Not on the fucking field no more, bro. Get out of here.
All right, Cerny, are you wondering, is there anything else related to gameplay that you should know?
I am wondering.
Okay, well, I'm glad you asked. There's a few things to note. This is just so silly, but anyway. Position players pitching. There was supposed to be the language that the MLB is using is so anti-player association negotiations. It's really interesting.
I know.
There was supposed to be a new restriction for 2020 that said position players could only pitch in a game if it was extra innings or if their team was ahead or trailing by more than 6 runs. There will be no such requirement.
Oh, okay.
So why did they even bring it up? Because it's a non-issue. See what I mean?
It's like one of those things. It's like one of those things that's like lines in the middle, like when he strike lines right through the
strike through. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? There's a few things to note. Point 1 doesn't matter. So we're just going to create some sentences to have some propaganda against the players union.
We need to fill out this booklet, so let's just write this shit in here.
There's a few things to note. 1, I'm running low on my word count for this article, so I need to flush it out a bit. Also, I'm increasing the margins from 1 inch to 1.5, like everyone did their freshman year of high school.
Yeah. My font went from 12 to 16.
And it's wing-a-dings. Okay, there.
Indent.
This is a artistic direction I took, Mrs. Smith, so I don't think you should be criticizing me for this.
Artistic direction.
Chipper Nicodemus, address, blood type, fucking date of birth, social security number, mother's maiden name, dog's names. Did you ever add the fucking border around? Like, you could add arrow borders, or as an arrow or some design. Yeah.
Well, my dad was a teacher, so he always told me to knock that shit off.
Oh, he knew. He fucking.
Yeah, he's you're not the first. You're not the first motherfucker to think of this. Now knock that shit off. Like, okay. It's not even original, so let's knock it off.
Oh
like, okay.
Man, he was probably on the cutting edge of that stuff. All right.
Oh, he knew it.
So, Cerny, there will be a 3-batter minimum. This is an off-season change rule for 2020 that will remain. Relievers who enter the game must face at least 3 batters or finish an inning before being removed, with the exception for injury or illness.
Okay.
Huh. What do you think about that? So Bochy would be up in arms with this change.
Him and Felipe Alou. Remember Felipe Alou?
The Giants cursed themselves with like bullpen horny coaches.
Just throw one pitch and he'd be like, all right, you got.
Bring the lefty in.
Actually,
I like this one.
I don't mind it. Yeah, I hate the like 1 to that stupid
it's so
strategy.
Fucking annoying because they go to commercials, But see, yeah. Anyway, I
actually, you're right. If they didn't have to go to commercial, we could just watch them warm up. It would still be annoying, but it wouldn't be as annoying.
Right. Show a clip or some cool fucking stat, or go through his sabermetrics,
or maybe like go through like highlights through the the league, or whatever it is.
Check in on other games, out of town scoreboard.
Yeah.
All right. Suspended games. If a game gets cut short due to weather, it becomes official. Less than 5 innings. It will be continued at a later date rather than started from scratch.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm fine with that. Because there's not a lot of days to play with here. So.
Yeah, we don't have not a lot of wiggle room in this new thing. Oh, Cerny, what's the protocol in place to prevent the spread of COVID-19?
Ooh, I don't know that.
Okay, players, coaches, and supporting staff will be tested every other day at spring training, the regular season, and postseason. Damn.
Every other day. Wow.
Have you seen this test?
Yeah,
it's like a big fucking Q-tip all the way. Does it touch your brain or something?
Tickle your brain, yeah. Like they scramble it up like the Egyptians when they were mummifying somebody.
Oh my word. Players will receive temperature symptom checks twice a day. All right. Turn to the side and cough.
Okay.
Other side.
Rectal thermometer.
Yeah. Doc, hands are a little cold. Antibody testing will be conducted once per month. Social distancing will be encouraged as much as possible on the field and off. Players and other team personnel not participating in the game will be sitting in the stands at least 6 feet apart.
So no handshaking after the end of the game.
Good game. Good game. Good game. Fuck your mother. Good game. So Mad Bum's just gonna be behind the dish, just mean mugging. Just could you imagine Bumgarner just staring your ass down and you're the pitcher?
So you know what the Astros would do is they would put their pitcher out in like center field with with some binoculars and a walkie-talkie, like
He's got a Hubble he's got off Amazon. You could see the fucking catcher's fupa. Like it would be like
fastball inside corner, just earpiece.
All right, here we go. Non-player personnel must wear masks in the dugout and in the bullpen at all times. Makes sense. Actually,
Non-player, okay.
there's going to be some dope-ass, authentic MLB licensed masks coming out with your team logo and like all the cool shit they're going to have.
Start swooping.
I'll get one too. They're going to have Road, Majestic, or Nike. Who makes the jerseys? Nike? They're going to have Nike like home masks, away, alternate masks.
Oh, man.
Do you think it's going to have their number
I'm getting
on
the
it and
collection.
shit?
I'm getting the collection.
That's pretty cool.
Get like a throwback. Barry Bonds, like 25 Giants.
Oh, yeah, they're doing throwback games. I wonder if they can have all that shit. Maybe we should read on. No pregame exchange of lineup cards. Grass pearls. Oh, no. What will happen? What will Joe West do?
Sparky Anderson will be upset.
What if Joe West got the Rona, dude?
That wouldn't be a bad thing, actually.
No, knock on wood. I mean, we wish the best for Joe. 6 feet under.
It spreads to Angel Hernandez as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cerny, there ought to be what?
Have you seen the John Boy where it was like peak Joe West douchebaggery? He's like talking, and then he makes a bullshit call, and he's like, and then like Angel Hernandez came out, he's like, hey, don't talk to Joe West like that. He's my goddamn idol. He's the best umpire ever. I was like, but that was just like,
that was the commentary.
Yeah. I was like,
okay.
yeah, perfect. That's perfect right there. Those two clowns are the worst.
They are. I concur. You'll have to send me that one if you come across it again.
Oh, I'll find it.
There is to be no celebratory contact. High fives, fist bumps, Dutch rudders, hugs, mutual masturbation, etc. Oh no, Cerny, I'd have to quit. No spitting or chewing of tobacco and or sunflower seeds.
I was going to ask that earlier, but I just kept it myself.
Chewing gum is allowed.
Spitting. What are they going to do? Because that's a habit.
Dude, that's not a habit. It's one that's really got you.
Because even today, like I'm outside, I'll just not that I have to chew or anything, but I just spit.
But just spitting a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is this one of these rules that they say? I'm sure there's a rule like there is in minor league baseball, right? No chewing tobacco is allowed, but everyone's just the blind eye on it, right?
Yeah.
Is this kind of one of these?
So it's like, what are you going to do if Arenado hawks a loogie
it's just,
out there?
Dude,
who stop the game and like
test him?
Give him an out? Okay.
You know who would be screwed during this? Roberto Alomar. He couldn't argue with any umpires. That's a fucking throwback for anyone that gets that one. That's pretty good.
Face spitting throwback right there.
Wow. That was that at Joe West? I hope it was. No,
he'd be a hero if that was the case. He would be a hero.
Who did
Roberto Alomar spit?
No, I feel like I need a dip. John Hirschbeck. Yeah.
Don't know who that is.
1996.
Yep.
Infamous.
All right.
Wow, the photographer. Wait. John Hirschbeck was profiled in the Pulitzer Prize-winning feature story in the Baltimore Sun. Wow. Baltimore? What did I have? Baltimore Sun. Interesting. was the Orioles. Huh. Man, we're dropping some fucking knowledge today on people.
Yeah.
We are dropping some knowledge.
I do have to say,
I don't see how they're gonna.
I don't know how like even if they spit, so it's like we can tell them stop. Hey, don't do that again. Like, oh, okay.
A little grown ass person making millions and millions of dollars. Don't do that.
Like I have to understand what is, if you see them doing it, what's the repercussion?
And who makes the balls for the baseball? Is it Rawlings?
Yeah.
Their fucking executive or whoever owns Rawlings, the fucking CEO, probably nut his pants when he heard this next one. They're like, oh, big knock on his big ass door. Oh my God, CEO Rawlings baseball guy. There's a new rule in the MLB. If a ball touches any player, it has to be thrown out.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking shoot, like South Park shoots the nut up to the fucking ceiling.
Or was it Scary Movie or whatever it is, where he's like,
yeah.
like
It's like a
plaster
fire
on the
hydrant.
ceiling.
Dude, so any out, it's going to have to be replaced. Any play, because when the pitcher pitches it, that's one touch. And then if you pitch it to the catcher, he touches it. That's two. So you'd have to throw it out. Multiple, it said. A ball will be thrown out once it has been touched by multiple players. And Cerny,
so wrong
finally
CEO is Michael
Zalatsky?
Zalaket? Michael Zalaket?
Okay. Oh, Zlacket. Who else do they own? Rawlings. Oh, he's on LinkedIn. Should we connect with him? So, like, hey, man, we sent you this great clip. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Like, sure, here's a couple baseballs.
Here's a couple cowhides for you. Also, that's exactly what happened. I did nut my pants.
I did that.
I'm going to connect with them on LinkedIn. Okay, and then last but not least, fighting, strictly prohibited. Strictly prohibited.
It was prohibited before?
No, I think that's why they gave the bullpen chairs to turn it into a fucking WWF. What if it's someone towards a mound, a cage just dropped over the two of them, and it was like Hell in the Cell or something, and just all of a sudden...
That was Amir Garrett. I'd be like, so I got ejected for fighting the Pirates, the whole band for nothing?
Yeah, that dude was fucking, he went nuts. Okay, Cerny, what happens if a player tests positive for the COVID-19? There will be a COVID-19 related injury list with no minimum or maximum length of placement. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
There was a line of hearse waiting outside the max length placement. A player may be placed on that list of a positive COVID-19 or confirmed exposure, or if a player exhibits symptoms requiring self-isolation for further assignment.
Oh.
Any player who has tested positive will not be allowed to return until he tests negative twice.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's not
reminds
bad.
me of my Krabs test. Positive, negative. What is it, Doc? What is it?
What is it? Give it
Still
to me
itching.
straight.
I'm still itching. That's all I know. Okay, so you're my throwing partner, and we both get the COVID. We go on this unlimited list and fucking chill until we hopefully survive. And then we have to have two negative tests. But how can they test 1, 2? Or they have to test, Friday and then Saturday or something.
Yeah, I think they're gonna space it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So they probably have to make sure it wasn't false, negative or false.
Okay, that's a good point. Good point. What about the regular injured list? Rather than a 10-day injured list for the position players and 15 for pitchers, it will be 10-day for both. Okay. The 60-day injured list will be reduced to 45 days. Right, because you
okay, yeah,
he's out for the fucking season.
Yeah.
He's on the 90
season
days,
ending.
the 90
pull the hammy. He's
out for
ending.
season list. Okay. Oh, whoa! This is really interesting. What if there is a COVID outbreak in a team city? MLB has the right to relocate teams in the regular season and postseason to neutral sites for health and safety reasons.
Oh.
Interesting.
So I heard this today. Name will remain nameless because he's
redacted.
Redacted name. That's true.
Deep throat. Sounds good.
They were talking about Corona and why are you wearing masks?
Interesting.
You know, one of those people. It just reminded me.
And a dimwit potentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely dimwit.
Okay.
So
Dullard?
why are you wearing masks? So when this child explained to him, well, it's not about me getting sick. It's about me protecting you from getting sick.
Right.
And the response was, I'm not going to get sick because the Lord Jesus Christ will protect me. Which in the response should have been, what about the 5,000 that are dead? Did Jesus just forget about them?
Maybe he was busy. I haven't seen his calendar.
I guess if those 500,000 people were like, that died. I'm talking about that died. Not alone the
got it. Yeah.
Not alone the.
I think he's probably getting a lot of requests over in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area.
Oh yeah.
I think he's kind of busy over there, I guess.
One of those. These protesters are the worst. I'm going to protest my Second Amendment right to have a machine gun or Tommy gun or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, and the thought process through that is like is just insane. It's like when you drove here, did you stop at the stop signs and the red lights? Why are you letting the fucking government tell you what to do there? You fucking sheep.
Yeah, I know, you fucking sheep. When a 15-year-old checks your ass, you should be ashamed.
That's fucking. Did everyone just like ooh, or was this person?
I wasn't there. It was relayed to me.
Ooh, I must know, but off air.
Okay.
Because
this guy, he's not in good favor with anybody in this house, but if he happened to hear, he would try to sue us with the zero money that Chip and have for sponsors.
Yeah.
You can take our Manscaped.
Our used Manscaped ball shavers. Sorry, dude. I just whacked it down the other day, so there's a couple. As you can see, there's a couple grays in there these days.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I am aging. So, question: what do you think about all these rules and stuff, or are you just stoked?
I'm stoked. You know what? The rules, I get it. You have to be safe, but I want to see some baseball. We're missing sports.
Selfishly, we need to see baseball. At the risk of millionaires' lives, we need to see baseball.
We need to see them. They have enough money they could spend.
Yeah, they have enough.
The best healthcare.
They are privileged enough. So my question is, what happens when? Okay, so the facts, this science tells us COVID-19 is spread through like moisture and droplets that are consumed by somebody else. So if I'm symptomatic or not, I don't have to have a fever or whatever. I could carry it and not show any signs.
Yes.
If me and Cerny are sitting together next to each other and we're sharing a Gatorade, that could pass it along. So all these and being in close kind of quarters without masks or anything like that could pass it. So people like the bullpen catchers or the bullpen pitchers, like they're always hanging out in groups, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if one gets it, it's going to go like wildfire through there, right?
Yeah, I think it will.
So what happens when, the Indians lose all their catchers?
Got to get a taxi squad out to come out there.
Taxi squad. Actually, that's probably why they have it, right?
Yeah.
And then
I would argue too, like what they say, like whatever the player count was, like 60 or 25 or whatever. I forget what the actual number was, but like let's just say like, hey, wait a minute, my half my team has been decimated at COVID. Can I reach into the
minor system or something? Now, dude,
a little bit heavier.
We haven't even what's happening with minor league baseball. I don't even know.
You're right.
I haven't said anything about it. You're just like, fuck these guys.
Besides David Price giving them all $1,000 or whatever I saw the other day.
That was nice of him.
Yeah, it was.
Should we drop the fucking Cash App code for him? I mean, come on. If you're giving handouts, Chip and Stern want a taste.
We were minor league hopefuls at one point. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Dave Bryce.
I got verbally accosted at a Hooters and from my friend. I wasn't even there, but my good name was dragged through the mud at a Hooters. Hard.
I was on accosting because I called him and tell him. Actually, I wasn't accosting. I was just listening and then reporting back. Relay.
I don't think a story makes me happier than that one. That's pretty good. Because one, if someone tries to spin it on me like, hey, you're getting shit on, I'm like, we're talking about baseball scouts that came to watch me. Like, at least I made it to that level, which is more than any of you fuckers here fucking cut from
It was just the most random. It was just the most random thing. It was just, we were just sitting at the bar having drinks.
What do you think the odds?
Oh, I don't know.
Astronomical.
We were sitting next to these two guys, and they were for the Braves.
Might as well tell the story, yeah.
Yeah. It was Tony and I we used to go to Hooters like every Thursday or whatever
Thursday,
it was. Yeah. And we happened
when we were like 18 to 20. Basically before we were drinking seriously, right?
Yeah, but this was like 20. We were probably like 21 or 22 because we were drinking beer. Remember, we sat at the bar, we're having beer.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
Oh, right, at the bar, yeah. Might be.
And these two guys were sitting next to us. They were scouts for the Braves, and he was telling me about, he was just here. And actually, he was telling us about this kid, this up and coming Jay Bruce.
Yes, who's now in the Reds or Indians or
I don't
he's fucking hopped around a bunch.
He was on the Reds at that point in time. He was in the Reds minor system. He just got drafted.
He was like a really big prospect.
Yeah, he was the real deal. He was telling us. And he goes,
he's definitely solid too.
I said, oh, we play baseball. He's like, oh, where'd you play? I said, Wood Creek. He's like, oh, there's this one kid a few years ago. We had to go see.
Now,
this fucking kid. I don't know. He kept saying it. I was like, he's like, yeah, this one guy told us to come take him out. I think his last name was like Nicodemus. He was the fucking worst. I almost kicked the teeth in or whatever. I was like, hold on. Well, excuse me. Chipper Nicodemus? He goes, yeah, you know him? And I was like, oh, yeah. And then like I couldn't stop laughing. And then Tony's like, he's our buddy. He's like, okay, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Trying to walk it back a little bit?
Yeah. He's like, I'm sure he's a good guy. I'm like, no. We're going to have to call him right now and tell him. He's like, all right. I'm sorry.
Now, obviously that's a crazy story, and it's hilarious. The crazier thing is that I, at that time, was the biggest Braves fan, and that would have been like when they say, when you're a kid and you grow up, what team do you want to play for? And I would always be like, the Braves. So like the fact that my childhood team was potentially like, so fucking crazy.
His face when we said, that's our buddy. His face just like went like just stonewall. He's like, like, not that he's a bad guy. No. We're about to call him and talk some shit right now. he's like, okay.
Do you mind recording? Can I record? Hold on, let me get my video camera out. You got like a reel-to-reel. You're like, it's that long ago.
He's like, no, seriously, I'm sure he's a good. I said, we're not talking about his personal character. He's our buddy. We're talking about his gameplay right now. We're talking shit. So
dude, you should have been like, you know what? He's in the Mets system right now, or some shit like that.
Oh no!
They'd be like figures, or whatever.
Oh yeah, they'd say some shit.
That would be kind of funny. That would be funny. So I think, man, this is potentially our most informative episode ever.
Oh.
We just dropped fucking knowledge bombs.
Bomb after bomb.
We need to get like a sound effect. We need someone on the ones and twos over here on a soundboard or something.
Well, I got the new PC going, so I'll get my soundboard going.
Oh yeah, I need to get you one of these old like ones where you load a cassette in and it plays the sound real quick, like old school fucking. You just have a back shelf full of cassettes. You know exactly where the horse neigh is.
You can see.
Oh, nice Winnie sound effects, Ernie.
So maybe like you're like.
That was my sound effect for cassette being destroyed.
Sounds accurate.
Now, let's just throw a couple predictions out here, Cerny, and then we'll wrap this thing up. We don't want to leave the fans on too long. I know they're probably have to do some self-pleasuring later. So let me see. 10-day list. We already talked about all this. Here are the 12 teams we're pumped for. Do we need to learn about this for the 2020 season? Oh, hold on. New projected standings.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Brewers.
Do you think? Oh, they're using the Zips model, which I'm not even sure what that means.
I don't know what that means there.
Okay, this is there's another link, and I don't really feel like reading it. Zembrowski projection system is something here. So it's there's a multitude of factors that go into the 60-game season. So keep in mind, here we go. Okay, we're going to go division by division. Cerny, who do you think is your choice for the AL East?
Yankees.
Yankees are the projected winner with a record of 37-23. The AL Central. Ooh, this is a
Twins.
Twins is correct. 35-25. Cerny, I'm impressed thus far. So they beat the Indians in the division. The AL West. Oh no.
Is it the A's?
The Astros. But they do say the A's won't make it easy for Houston. So the A's fall a game shy of making the playoffs, or the wild card, rather.
So they make the wild card.
Yeah. NL East, there's a tie.
If it's the Braves and the Mets, that's fucking insane.
The East.
The NL East?
Yeah. Braves is correct.
It's not the Mets.
Then the Nationals. You know, the World Series fans.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about them. Well, Rendon, get out of here with that.
So 35-26, or 35-26. Wait, Rondon's gone?
Yeah, he's with the Angels.
Oh, right. Dude, him and Trout, that's fucking nasty.
I was laughing because it's, the Angels, like, hitting the lineup is stacked, but their pitching is doo-doo.
Fucking trash. They need to bring back like Brendan Donnelly and Troy Percival. Troy Percival's a beast too.
He's
no Trevor Hoffman though.
No, he's not.
Oh, who else did the Angels had K-Rod, right?
Yes, they did. Well, yeah, that was part of the.
But actually, in that early 2000, the Angels that played the Giants in that World Series, their fucking bullpen was so fucking dope.
Oh yeah,
you couldn't get through them.
What was the third baseman? Troy Salmon.
Tim Salmon, Troy Glaus.
It was Troy Glaus. It's Tim Salmon. That's right.
And then they had Jim Edmonds.
Oh, that's right, Mr. Jim Edmonds was on
Cardinals. He was on the Cardinals too.
And he was on the Cardinals. He was also on. My wife watched Desperate Housewives, or no, what's that fucking show called?
Oh, Real Housewives or whatever.
Real Housewives of Orange County. She's like, this guy's a baseball player, and I walked in. I was like, he's a douche. She's like, how'd you know? He's really rude. I assumed. I assumed. She's like, yeah, he's really mean and rude. I was like, yep.
Yeah. All right, let's move to the NL Central here.
NL Central
with a record of 32-28. It's the fiercest competition.
It's got to be the Brewers. There's the Cubs. I'm upset.
They're saying the Cubs. No. So the Zip system has let Cerny down. And the NL West,
because but Javi Baez factor in there.
Oh, fuck that guy.
I know.
The projected win the NLS.
Dodgers.
It ain't the fucking Giants, that's for sure.
It's got to be the Dodgers.
At 38-22. So
shaking my head.
Yeah. They're saying that the NL wild card game will be the Padres versus either the Braves or the loser of the Braves-Nats game. And then the AL wild card would be the Indians and the Rays.
Not the A's? The Indians?
Nope.
I don't know.
Wait, how could aren't the Rays and the Astros and the A's all in the same division? Or the Rays and the...
No, the Rays are in the East.
That's right.
The A's are in the West, and actually the Indians are in the Central.
That's right, okay. Whew. Well, if you have a prediction for how you think the actual 2020 baseball season will happen, send that to us.
Please, I want to see it. I'm interested to see. You can send us at chipandsternshow@gmail.com. I want to see what the prediction is because
now, was it John Boy or MLB Trash Talkers on Instagram that posted? They literally just took the second half stats of each team and was like, "Here's how the standings would be if they didn't add any of their own flavor. They just simply stated facts." There was
Exactly.
so many butthurt
2019.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dodgers would have way more losses than that. It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
these
it
are
was
literally the fucking facts.
From 2019. All I did was take the halfway point for here's what it is last year, 2019. Just posted it.
The
and
last
people were
60
like-
games or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
And they were just
so
pissing
hurt.
and moaning. And I was like, wow.
Wow. Like,
Wow.
didn't even read, just fucking idiots. Straight idiots. But
And they said, dude, this is last year. Like, no, they're way better than that. Like,
he didn't say this is a projection. He just simply is laying it out there. So if you are John Boy Media or whomever and you want to work with Chip and CERN, maybe a little ad, a little taste, our balls are getting hairier than they were a couple months ago.
oh, there we go.
I don't know. We could use Squarespace, new mattress. I don't know. But where would they inquire for that kind of stuff, Cerny?
You can email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com if you want to just do it discreetly. Or you can reach out to us on social media.
In the privacy of your own home.
Anything Chip and Cern Show, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just Google Chip and Cern Show and we'll there. We're
We'll
there.
bubble to the top. That's like all those dildos I've been buying online. We'll ship in a discreet package. In my enormous dildo
Unmarked
collection.
bag.
Unmarked bag. Wouldn't it be funny if you sold a box? Holy shit, I just thought of this company. You sell box that on the side it just says big dildo and it has like an outline and you basically just fucking prank your friends with it, right?
Oh yeah.
I'd be sending you like a pair of socks and I just put it in the big, the whole Record 2000 like box.
The delivery instructions is put it on the front driveway.
Right.
It's all the neighbors can see.
Call the neighbors around to look. Dude, that is a fucking good idea. We're in the box making business.
There we go.
We're in the box making business. Well, Cerny, I am thrilled to, instead of getting drunk with no entertainment, we can at least get drunk and watch baseball.
That sounds good to
In
me.
the privacy of our own homes. Or whatever you do. If you want to be swerving, leaning, high, just fucking do whatever you want to do. It's your own business.
You be you.
You do crossfade, whatever you want to do. That's all you. Speedball, wouldn't recommend it, but you do
I
you.
recommend it. Don't want to go the way of Chris Farley. But,
Yeah. Rip. So I'm gonna go Braves for the World Series 2020 win. Cerny?
I'm going Brew Crew.
Both
Brew
NL
Crew.
teams, I like it. And until next time, fuck the DH. I'm Chip.
I'm sorry.
Cheers.